right, today we're going to work on some of the drawing sheets for the train project. Today we're going to work on the wheel and cow catcher and how to make a section, how to make a detail, how to do projected, and how to do an auxiliary view. So first we need to open a drawing sheet. So click your little piece of paper in the upper left corner, go to Engineering Sheet A, hit Create, and you want to type in your name. Project is train, part name is wheel and cow catcher. Say OK. OK. So first we need to bring in our wheel. Okay, we don't want the train body, so we'll click the little folder with the search, click wheel and open. Now we want to be looking at the front side of the wheel. I know it says front, but that's really the top. So we want to turn it to look like this. We want it so the peg is towards the top. We want it kind of down here, and we want the scale to be 1:1. You get all that like so. Click OK. And now from here, we're going to make a section view. We're going to cut out this corner over here so we can see inside what's going on. So up at the upper left, you're going to go where it says section. You're going to click on the wheel. Then you're going to go to the top when you get the green dot. And you're going to extend out a little bit so you get that dotted line. You're going to click. You're going to pull down until you get to the center of the wheel. You're going to click. You can pull off to the right, just to the right side. Click. Then right click and say continue. And this is where we want. Okay, we don't want up or down. We want over to the right side, just like it is. And so we just get it over just a little bit and click OK. And there is our section view. So we cut out that corner so we can see inside what's happening inside that peg and everything. Next, we want to make a detail of that peg. So we're going to put a detail right up here at the top. So we're going to go up to the top and click detail. Again, we have to select that we're doing this wheel. We're going to detail this peg. So we're going to start basically in the middle of the peg, click and drag out. When you've kind of gotten that peg and just a little bit of the wheel, just click again. Your detailed view, drag up to the top, click, and there you go. It should say detail. Now you can see in more detail what's going on with that little peg. And finally, we want to do a projected view. We're going to project, though, the section view, not this view, but the section view. So we click projected, we click the section view, we drag up. Okay, now if we want kind of that corner, we get off the corner. So we won't want that side, we want this side. You can see it's kind of not in a good spot. Just click it and place it. Okay, so you click, then you right click and say create. And then once it's created, you can drag that little dotted red line and you can move it over so it fits better than it did on top. Once you've created it, then you can move it. And that's it. So that's the wheel. So we have the wheel, we have the section, we have the detail, and then we projected the section to see more of an isometric of that section view. Great, so next we're going to place the cow catcher to do an auxiliary view. So again, we go to base, click the base, click our folder with the search magnifying glass. We want cow catcher, part 9. We're going to open that up. Okay, we want to put him kind of down here. Again, we're looking at the bottom, even though it says front, right? Because I didn't draw it when I set it up, I didn't draw it perfectly. So my view cube wasn't set right. But I just turn that thing around until I see the front. And again, we want it 1:1. And now for this next one, it's just like we're making a drawing like we did with isometrics. We want the top view, so click up here. We want the isometric, click over to the right. And we want the right view down here. Okay, when you've got all 4 of those, click OK. And now we have our views. And again, if they're not quite in the right spots, you need to move them. Get your little line and you can move them around so they fit a little bit better, right? But that's pretty good. Let's see how you can move them around however you need to. Now we want an auxiliary view that we're going to put right here in the center of all this stuff. So on the upper left, we click auxiliary. We want auxiliary of this top view. So we're going to click this top view, and we want it of, we're going to try to click this top view. Okay, we're going to try that again. I'm not sure what went on. There we go. Click the top view. I don't know what happened on that try, but that's okay. Things happen. So then we get our auxiliary, drag it down, and place it in there. And there's our auxiliary view. Now there's a few words on your and labels on your drawing sheet. So we have to go over here and go, instead of placing views, we want to annotate, and we're going to choose text. Because over here under the wheel, we want to label it and say part 5 wheel. Okay, so you get your text, drag yourself out of text box. It will come up. We're going to type part 5 wheel. Say OK. You know, if it's not in a perfect spot, you can always move it. Okay, but we're going to leave it for now. We're going to go put another text box and say part 9, cow catcher. And then we're going to make another one because we want to label this as the auxiliary view. So auxiliary. And if any of those you want to move, they're not quite the right spot, you just have to hit escape to get out of the text tool, and then they'll get their own little spots where you can get the arrows and you can drag them so they fit just like you want. So if you want that to be centered, especially the wheel, I kind of missed with that, right? So I kind of want it here to be centered with that wheel. And there you go. You are done. Looks great. Save it, and we'll go on to the next one.